Hello everyone, it's Sean. This is the newly remodeled section of my layout. We got a chunk of a town here that's getting developed, or I should say redeveloped. It's an old interchange. I've wanted to model this. I had it over here before. I had pictures up, I don't know if anyone remembers, but I had it basically when this was a single track and it went straight. I've kind of moved the idea over here. So I've got my sanding area, I've got my water tower, and my oil thingamajigger. I don't remember what it's called. Oil stand, I think. Put in my stand-in Bud business car for tourists, and still working on the parking lot, as you can see. I'm sorry about the light. I still have not installed more lights up here. I need to all the way around. Right now I'm working off of these two and this one. But this took me about 15-20 minutes to do this. The trees are just stand-ins, they're not set in the wood or anything. I'm not gonna get that into it. I decided I'm not gonna put in that little steel place here. I've decided to go a little bit more budget-minded, so buying even less stuff, using more of what I have. So yeah, here's a little bit about what I've got. I've got my little dump truck here, or my waste management truck, dropping off a garbage container for remodeling the building. Parking lot still getting put in. New equipment for the place. Here's a little ode to my Milwaukee Road, since this was a Milwaukee Road layout first, and now it's become more of an IHB BNSF modern layout. So this is just kind of basically the equipment I initially bought for the layout, and it's not really going to get used other than for showing off. So here it is, my little way of having a museum and an excuse to run Milwaukee Road equipment on a modernized layout. There's another building back here. Both of these I initially bought, actually all three of these buildings I initially bought for the older layout. Or for the original design for the layout, and I'm just kind of getting them in to be more useful for what I have. But I've got three types of cabooses here, or three different paint schemes for the same caboose from Milwaukee Road to Ribside. There's a Milwaukee Road maintenance of way crew car. There's the standard orange on orange without the Herald, and then I've got the with Herald and the black roof. I've got Old Northern Pacific fish belly flat car. I've also got some old IHC maintenance of way equipment here, a derrick, and then just a flat car, or the work car, I think, shop car, whatever it's called. Then over here is my quarry. There, that's better. I used to have a ton of construction equipment. I don't know what happened to it, but I need to start collecting it again, I guess. I know the excavators are a bit small, the rocks are a little big, the bulldozers are a bit small, but I've got a larger first gear bulldozer in the yard that I'll have over here to get dropped off for it. And then this stuff, that little Talus came in a Woodland Scenics kit, and I'm basically just using bits of the kit. And then there's a first gear bulldozer slash bucket slash rake or whatever that is on the back. And those are my red caboose drop bottom gondolas. I just think the Talus makes a cool load. I couldn't find the medium to find stuff at Hobby Lobby. My hobby shop's not open until Tuesday, so this will just be a nice sit-in, not bad for $2.50. I've got enough to do another car or two, but I'm just gonna leave it at this. And if I ever do a quarry pit, I'll use this stuff to go in and get crushed up into this finer stuff. So on to the next epiphany over here. This will probably be the next area to get scenic. I'm basically going to keep this as I had planned with the transloading facility where you can load and unload pretty much anything, and then either a single or double track grain elevator. And over here I'm still going to do the yard, but instead of having a yard on one section and another section with a paper mill, I'm going to try to get them both on one. So I'll have a basically a 2-track yard with a run-through track, and then a small paper mill. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. And then that'll get scenic as soon as that's put up. I'm pretty much just gonna put grass down on everything, and then I'll put the track on top of it. Then the brewery area will be next, along with the interchange. I'm still possibly considering putting in a little track here and doing a printing company, so I have somewhere to take the paper from the paper mill and bring it for operating. And then over here I'm going to do a lumber yard. I really don't have much to do here, but put in a small office. I've got a couple of buildings that I'll put here, and then I'll just buy a bunch of balsa wood, cut it up, and then make a couple of loads for my flat cars and center beams, and I'll have some stand-ins here as well. And the back corner, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. I might put in a little retaining pond or something. I've got some of that Woodland Scenics water, and I still need to come up with something to do here. I think this is going to be a little kind of like waterway, just because I've got a crack here from some oddly shaped wood, and I figured I'd do a waterway in here. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll just put some cardboard on the bottom here, and then fill on the sides with some plaster or something, because it comes in the Woodland Scenery kit that I bought. So all I'd have to do is put plywood in here, put the plaster cloth in here to fit it, trim it, wet it down obviously, smooth it out, and I'll put that water in here, and then I'll have a couple people fishing, maybe a little bridge for just some 2-lane traffic or something, and then obviously I'll have to make something up for the trestle for the trains. I might just do a small pipe or several small pipes coming through and make this the retaining pond, but we'll see. This will probably just be a grassy area here with a couple of trees, maybe a park, I don't know. This section is still open for business. Obviously I still need to put a tabletop on here. This is just a stand-in. If anyone has any thoughts or ideas, let me know. I can even dedicate this to someone, because there's not really any thought as to what might go in here. I can put in another switch, or I can put in a little road, but I think I'm still going to do my main street over here, kind of where the locomotives are to those Massey Ferguson boxes. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll do a main street over there, and then have it cross right here. So you'd be looking straight down Main Street right now. I've got a bunch of street lights I need to use, and I think that would look good. So, and that would kind of blend in with my facilities over here too. And then I'd have my office, which is right there after the 3 Milwaukee Road units. That'll be over here in the corner near that tree, where the bi-level commuter cars are. So that's it for about now. I am going to keep the beer bottles. I'm not going to put in silos. I just think it's neat, and the color kind of matches my genre. So I'm just going to leave them there. And then this brewery will keep operating as a 3-car track, or just a beer car, or 2 or 3 hoppers. I like it. It's quaint. I think this is going to be where I'll have my business. So I'll be like the business owner here. I'll park all my cool cars that I'm collecting that I wish I could own, like this little Cuda here. And then my dad's got a small collection of cars in his bin over here. I'll show you quick, just for kicks. Oh. Here he's got a convertible Cuda. He's got my Corvette. I don't know how he wound up with my cars, but he's also got the Dodge Viper, a few Lamborghinis, a Ferrari, some old Jags, Camaro, convertible, or Firebird, depending on how you want to label it, another orange Hemi, a couple Cobras, a Mini Cooper. Let's see what he's got underneath here. I don't even know what's underneath here. He keeps moving this stuff around, and oh well, I guess we're not going to find out. It's being a pain. But yeah, So I'm not sure if I'm going to put in a second track over here like this is right now. This is just a stand-in, chilling out. I might put one in here as a storage track, because my yard's not going to be that big. It's only going to be 2 tracks and not that much longer than this. And I've got a good bit of equipment yet to set, obviously. I'd like to be able to get it all into layout. So we'll see though. I might end up having a very small yard and just having to keep stuff stored somewhere. Put in a couple storage tracks. So, but we'll see. I hate not having everything on the rails that I want to. So, but that's it for now. I think it's coming along alright. Come back underneath here. Oh. Here, I got some more stuff under here. I want to get that stuff on the tracks. I want to get these freight cars over here. Everything that's on the plywood that's not a passenger car or a locomotive, I want to fit on the tracks. That's my goal for this layout. I want to have a decent sized yard, and I'm going to have to do it over here. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get it all on there. If not, I'll have to add those 2 more sections, since I'm going to be buying quite a bit of switches anyways. It sounds like at least a dozen more. So you can figure at least another $500 in switches, but not all right away. I think once I get these tracks up over here, I'll be able to put up 2 or 3 more switches, start my yard. I'll worry about the paper mill later. Once I get this last locomotive and caboose in, I'll be set to go, and everything should be good for now. Then I'll be able to put a little bit more money aside for track, and I can start building it up a little bit more again, and that'll be nice to be able to get that up there. So questions, comments, concerns, like, share, anything you want to do. It's a free world, as far as I know anyways. Thoughts for details, little scenes. I'd like to do a little bonfire somewhere with an operating light or something. Thinking maybe I'll do that, like I said, over here, put in a small pond with a hill in the back, and a couple camping or something with their family or something, or maybe something a little crazier. My dad found a trailer with naked women in it, an HO scale that I could use. It's got 2 on the bed, 1 standing in the kitchen, and there's 1 outside sitting in a chair. Someone like naked women. I can think of several people that do. Probably a few more that are watching this, but I don't want to insinuate anything or offend anyone. But let me know what you guys think about this so far. This is kind of going to be what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully this video turns out good. I think the last one did. I got a new SD card, so it should be accepting the video a little bit better. But I'll let this train pass, and I'll let you guys go. And that's it. So everyone, take care. Hope everyone had a good weekend and has a good week. I'll see you next time. And like I said, hopefully I'll have the area where I'm going to have the green elevator and the main street set up. So, happy rail fanning and model railroading, everyone.